Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impression / kind of review on the Makiage Born This Way foundation. I know I feel like I'm so late to the game, late to the train. If you are new here, what's up? My name is Bree. My channel is all about makeup and skincare, kind of tailored more for those of you who have acne and acne prone skin, but even if you don't, come on and join. We have fun over here. So please make sure to hit that big subscribe button if you want to see more content from me. I put out weekly videos. Also, if you want to see some pretty pictures, you can go ahead and follow me here on Instagram. And also, if you have any questions on links of either clothes, makeup, whatever, you can also follow me here on my Like to Know It page. But let's just get on into the video and we will see if the Makiage Born This Way foundation is actually my perfect match and if it can actually help cover some of these imperfections that we have. So just keep on watching. So the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation comes in, it looks like 50 shades, so that's awesome. Smooths and even skin tone with an advanced innovative formula that instantly minimizes the appearance of shadows and pores. Interesting, shadows? Like Peter Pan over here. Effortlessly enhances the complexion and generates a flawless natural matte finish, easily buildable and blendable, ultra fluid texture, becomes one with the skin for a traceless, uniform, medium to high coverage. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna apply this how I regularly would. 50 shades, lightweight texture, medium to full coverage, natural matte finish, and also has vitamin E for anti-aging, hyaluronic acid, we love her, for hydration. All right, so let's get in. So I haven't applied any primer, but I'll zoom you in so you can see the skin situation that's currently happening. So I didn't bring a primer, but I have moisturizer on, also some sunscreen, so I guess we'll use that. My skin feels a little tacky still. I feel like glowy, but not too crazy, so I'm just gonna move along. I like the packaging, really cute. Always love a frosted glass moment. The cap actually feels pretty weighted and heavy, so that's nice. $45, however, they send it to you for free and then you can try it. I think you only pay like $5 in shipping, and then if you don't like it, you can go ahead and send it back. The color shade that I have is 060. That's what they matched me with. We'll see. It looks like, it looks like it'll be pretty good. So how I do these reviews, usually I get to either use a beauty blender and a brush, but today, since my beauty blenders are pretty dirty, although this is pretty dirty too, it's less dirty, I'm gonna use my Tati Blendiful, and also I might use my Fenty brush, which I also like as well. I'm gonna start with this side with the brush, this side with the Blendiful. So I'm gonna take it out. Oh, she's a little thicker than I thought she was gonna be. So you can see a little bit on the thicker side, not super runny. All right, so let's just get on into it. I'm nervous, but I'm like excited. See if it matches me or not. That's kind of there. It kind of smells like a pool, like chlorine pool water. Not in a bad way, it's just it's what it smells like. Let's go ahead and start blending. Oh, that match though is pretty good. Am I crazy? So I'm just gonna take the rest of this off and also just clean off my brush here. I am a little bit shook, to be honest. Like, can we just take a second? That is crazy. I'm gonna look at natural like 1 second. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is a pretty great shade match. Obviously, I'm a little bit more tan. I have gone out in the sun. I've been to Disneyland the past couple weekends, so we have very tan shoulders. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the rest of my skin. This is actually the more healed side, I would say. Wonderful. Pretty decent shade match, definitely more of a medium coverage foundation. I wouldn't say full, like I just showed you with my hyperpigmentation. You can really see it still. And anyway, I'm now just gonna go ahead and put on some of my NARS Soft Matte Concealer in Nougat something. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, finish the rest of my makeup, and then we will see how the rest is holding up. So guys, my makeup is done. So I'm just gonna take a look at the mirror. Oh, okay. I feel like I look super poreless. I do feel like I have that like blurred effect on my skin. I don't feel like it's emphasizing any texture really, like maybe a smidge, but more like any foundation would. But I think it looks really good. I like the color. It's a little bit more pink than I would think, or maybe more neutral. I guess I'm just used to getting more yellow foundations, like more yellow tone foundations, but this is, I guess, a little bit more neutral. Maybe not, maybe I'm just crazy. I think it looks really good. We're definitely medium coverage, full coverage, but I don't feel like I need any more coverage. I feel really good. I feel like I got a beat face, but I feel like it also doesn't look like I'm wearing too much makeup, if that makes sense. Let me go ahead and zoom you in. So you can see it's emphasizing texture just a little bit, but I feel like no more than a regular foundation would. Maybe a little bit, but it could also be like I brought my highlighter too far. And then here. So I'm gonna go on with the rest of my night, and then I will be right back, and I will go ahead and do a check-in. All right guys, so I'm doing a check-in. It is really late. I think it's like almost 1 in the morning. It's like 12:40, but I just wanted to do a check-in of me wearing this foundation, and it looks pretty good still. Like if I do say so myself, I wore this at like at least 7 hours, almost a full day, and I think it looks so good still. Like nothing's really peeking through too bad. You can kind of see it, but not really. My blush has held up really well. My bronzer has held up really well. The color is still really good. I feel like it looked like one color. So that is it for today, and then I will continue wearing it tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so today I'm still going to be wearing the Makiage foundation. I feel like it's been like forever since I gave an update on this foundation, but here we go. I'm just gonna put on my foundation once again, and today to apply it, I'm actually gonna be using my JUNO & Co sponge, which is nice, and it looks disgusting right now. It's like very, very dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the back of my hand. So I do like this foundation with the brush, but I wanna try it with this JUNO & Co sponge. It kind of reminds me of the Tati Plentiful, but not really. It's much more microfibery. I guess the material of like these makeup remover towels kind of. I'm literally so excited to go to Disney today. I also have some new things today. So the first new thing, new to me, not a new thing, is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I got the shade Fair Warm, and I've heard nothing but great things about both versions of the camo concealers, but I went for the hydrating one just because winter's coming up. I'm gonna be a dry little beast, so I need some hydration. I have a lot of like matte concealers, like I have the Hourglass one, I don't need it, but I don't have a lot of hydrating concealers. I have the one by ColourPop, but this is what she looks like. You can barely see it, but yeah. So I'm very excited to try it because I've heard nothing but good things, so let's just get into it. But let's see, ooh. I don't even know how the color is. She is light. Damn, this color is light. That's what I get for going fair, because we wanted to highlight, apparently. She is bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this with my One Size translucent powder from Patrick's STARR. Also, a side note, the blackheads, I have some little blackheads in my nose that look wild. All right, another thing I'm super excited to try to set the rest of my face. So usually I kind of set it with my Laura Mercier Candlelight Glow Powder because it's summer. But today I'm gonna try again, not super new, kind of new, more new to me, is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I got the shade 130 True Beige. I am so excited to try this. Here's the color that you can barely see. It's not as light as it looks on camera. I'm gonna set the rest of my face. So now that I am pretty set, and this looks so much lighter, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. This is my finished makeup look. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna just keep testing out the foundation. I'm not sure how I feel about the e.l.f. concealer. Maybe it's just not playing well with this foundation, but my nose is looking, she's looking rough. Let me show you. Like, do you see how crazy that looks? And this is all blackhead related as well. I need to do some scraping tonight. I'm pretty happy with where we are, so I'm just gonna finish getting ready. Honestly, probably not gonna do anything crazy. I'm probably just gonna maybe fix my hair a little bit more. Maybe not, maybe I'll leave it. But I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to head out to Disney. So I will see you then, and I will check in once I'm there, and we'll see how this makeup holds up. I just got in my car. I picked up some lunch. It's been about 5 hours now, and this is how the Makiage foundation has held up, and I think it's held up pretty well. Honestly, it doesn't even look like I've worn it. It was hot today. I've been taking my mask on and off because you have to wear it indoors and on indoor rides. So in that case, like, my car's so hot right now, but I think it is pretty good. If you haven't come to Disneyland alone, it's kind of the move. I got on quite a bit of rides. Single rider line is where it's at. There's almost no wait. I got on pretty much immediately, and I rode like 5 rides, got some food, just had myself a nice magical little day. So now I'm about to go home, and I'll check back with you at the end of the night when I'm ready to take all this off. But honestly, I think it held up pretty well. My blush is still here, which is nice. My bronzer, my highlight. Yeah, still feel a little naked without my wing liner, but whatever, it's fine. All right, so it is the end of the day. I'm about to take off all my makeup, but it is held up very well. Like, my highlight is still on. It is now midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. So I've had this foundation on like 11 hours, 12 hours, and I think it still looks really good. I haven't even blotted or anything, and honestly, my blush is still on, my highlight's still on, everything is still on. Nothing is really, and I didn't even add my NARS concealer that I usually do to add a little bit more coverage, and I feel like everything is still pretty covered. This looks good. This looks really good. All right, guys, so it is time for me to wrap up my review of the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation. So I've been trying out this foundation for the past week or so, maybe a little longer, off and on. I would definitely describe this as more of a medium coverage foundation. It is buildable in some spots. However, even when building it, I kind of still prefer adding just like a full coverage concealer on top, like my NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. I really like how it wears throughout the day. It doesn't feel super heavy on the skin, which is nice. I don't feel like it emphasizes my texture in any way. It will cling on to dry patches just a smidget, just a little bit. Do you need this foundation? Is it worth it? Should you buy it? Honestly, I don't think you need it. I really don't. I like this foundation. I think it's a really good, decent foundation. I don't think you'll be disappointed with it. Just to get out of the way, first off, you will not be disappointed by this foundation. Just for me, it just doesn't blow me out of the water. Like, wasn't mind blowing. It wasn't anything super crazy. Like, I liked it. It was good. I'm definitely gonna use it up. I don't think I would ever repurchase it. However, there's just other foundations I have in my collection that are a medium to full coverage that I like so much better. I'm gonna continue to use this. I will use it up. However, I don't think it's a need. It's not a need for me. Let me know down in the comments below if you have tried this foundation. Also, let me know some of your foundation faves that maybe I didn't mention, because I'm always in the market to try new foundations. Medium coverage, full coverage, is kind of where I live with this scarring hyperpigmentation. But I like some light coverage too, because we got some concealers that help us with that problem. And if you are interested in any of my other foundation reviews that I haven't listed here, you can go ahead and click on this playlist for some of my other foundation suggestions, recommendations, and things that worked for me and didn't work for me. If you're curious about, man, what is that foundation like? Go on and click one of these here. Or if you're interested in some more skincare content, you can go and click this playlist here. And I will see you in whatever video you're choosing.